9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl, LADIMIZ, and you are tuned in to From the Ground Up Productions. And today we are interviewing the legendary Stevie D from the FORCEMD'S. Let's get into it.
Welcome to the podcast from Fromdagroundup Productions with hosts LADIMIZ and Ray. This is a universal platform, and there is nothing off limits. We talk about it all, and we keep it real. This is a no judgment zone, so come as you are. If you are a professional, entertainer, author, comedian, entrepreneur, or just someone who wants to get something off their chest, well, let your voice be heard here on From the Ground Up Productions. Sponsorship and other opportunities are available from the Ground Up Productions. Turning nothing into something. There's only one way to go from here. And now, here are your hosts, LADIMIZ and Ray.
Hey, what's poppin', y'all? It's your girl, LADIMIZ, and my co-host,
Ray. What's up, y'all?
And you are tuned into From the Ground Up Productions. And guess what? There's only one way to go from here. Check it out, y'all. I say this all the time because I be that. I be so excited when I have these legends on the show. Today we are interviewing Stevie D from the FORCEMD'S, baby. So without further ado, let's bring on Stevie D. What's good, Stevie D from the FORCEMD'S? Welcome to the show, brother. We want to thank you for your contribution to the music industry. You guys have made timeless music that travels through generations.
Wow, thank you.
I mean, listen, it's a blessing to have you on the show.
Hey, I appreciate it. You know, long as I know we make people happy and it hit an emotion in their heart, that's all that matters. That means more than all the money in the world. You know?
Absolutely. Listen, oh my God, we got so much that we want to talk about. But before we even get into that, as I said, like when I speak about your music, and I said it travels through generations, you know, because like for my mom listening to it, to me, to even my kids knowing your music, because that's how great it was. It's timeless. What's so beautiful about your music is that it never dies out and it makes you feel so good. It's so different. Like, and when I say different, different from what we hear today. What we hear today is not what we heard before.
Yeah, the love songs of today are way different from the love songs that y'all had when we listened to from y'all.
Absolutely.
Yeah, a lot of love songs today are definitely more aggressive. Like lyrically more aggressive towards women, and even goes vice versa. These women they just like, yo, I want it. This is how it's going. They really just like real aggressive. But we just like, we just the way like more and more classier, just like more like, you buttering the person up before it all goes down, So absolutely. We just into that little style of music.
Absolutely. So listen, let's what I like to do is I like to always start with the history. So let's go to the history of the FORCEMD'S. I'm so excited. Look, I am so excited. You don't have no idea because y'all are in my playlist, okay? Talk to me about the group and how you guys got started.
Okay, obviously I'm the oldest of the Temptations. I'm the Otis Williams of the Temptations of the group because I've been to the group the whole stretch and everything from day one to still to this day, still like, definitely holding a legacy down. With my brothers and my nephew right now. But I will break down how we started. We started out in Staten Island. We were the first group to ever make it out of Staten Island. First of all, these are points right here. First R&B group and hip hop group to really make it out of Staten Island. Well, we started as the Lundy Brothers. It's me, my brother Khalil. You seen a picture of me over there, and our other brother TC. Happy birthday to him, in heaven right now. My brother TC, happy birthday to him in heaven right now. February 3rd is his birthday. Well, we started as Lundy Brothers. You know, we started singing in front of the building. You know, mimicking the Jackson 5, Stevie Wonder, even Elvis Presley. A lot of people that we watched on TV, we was good at mimicking people, and we made a name for ourselves. And we had people from all over the neighborhoods coming to our building to see us sing every night. You know, we was like the show. Like another dude, everybody finished playing football, basketball. Let's go see the Lundy Boys sing. So we just started singing, giving entertainment. A lot of mosquitoes in Staten Island, and we had a big garbage can with the fireplace with the smoke to blow some mosquitoes away. So that was like our fog, you know, like a fog light on the stage. We had a little smoke. we started performing for the people. So our uncle Jesse D. Okay, that's my mother's younger brother. He's our age. And my grandmother, you know, Jesse was causing a lot of ruckus with my grandmother. She said, well, you go stay with your sister and your nephews out in the harbor. This is another part of Staten Island. So Jesse came. He seen that we had a big reputation singing in front of the people. He said, yo, man, I could sing too, man. Let me join the group, man. We heard Jesse sing. He's doing Michael Jackson and all that. She's like, oh, man, that's good, man. All right, man, you could join us, man. So we changed the name from the Lundy Brothers to the Fantastic LDs. Now, LD stands for Lundy's. That's me, my brother Khalil and TC Lundy's. And Jesse's last name is Daniels. So we call ourselves the Fantastic LDs. Right. So that's this is the birth. I'm breaking down to y'all crucially how we became the FORCEMD'S. How it all makes sense when I break this down to y'all. So make a long story short, I ain't gonna make it too long. So we used the LDs. So we started, you know, winning all the talent shows all around the city, Staten Island. And next thing you know, we get on the ferry boat. Now my uncle Jesse, we seen this dude singing country songs. I could rhyme some cow. Seen him singing songs. He had a big guitar case out. Everybody was just throwing money in there, and all we had is like what Rakim said. We had lint in our pocket, and we watched this dude make all this money. So Jesse was like, man, if this dude can make money, and we out here winning these talent shows, if we sing some Jackson 5 and do this and that, I bet you we can make some money. And we was like, hell no, me and my brothers, because it's all different races of people here. We used to sing in front of black people. No, we got to start singing in front of all races and creative people. So that's how all that happened. So we finally broke the ice. We started singing on the ferry. And next thing you know, I had that, I don't know if y'all heard Michael Jackson, Ben, he had the Applejack on. That was my favorite thing back. I had a little Applejack. Steve, put your hat down. Oh, come on, man. Steve, you want to make some money? Put that hat down. I hated to take my hat off. So I put my hat down. I was like LL. I hated to take my hat off back then. I put my hat down. I put my hat down. And boy, that money started floating up in that hat like we'd never seen. Like, oh my God. That made us start singing faster, just thinking of more stuff to do, dancing, pop locking. Next thing you know, we became the hottest act on the Staten Island Ferry. And our motto was, if you're broke, let's hit the boat. We didn't have to go to stores doing that. We just, hey, we can just make money off our natural talent. So that's what we did. We started singing on the Staten Island Ferry. We made a big name for ourselves on there. Now, I got to cut this story to half to go to the other side of the story. Other side was Mercury, Big Mercury. I don't know if you know the group. Mercury's the big man of the group. Now, Mercury was not, he wasn't in the LDs, but Mercury's with his cousin named DJ Dr. Rock in the projects. And he's a rapper and Dr. Rock was a DJ. And Mercury heard of us and my brothers being on the boat. He said, yo, man, why don't you try to start rapping too, Steve? You know, you could sing and you can sing and you can start rapping. Yeah. And that's how he got me into rapping. And that's when we made a name of ourselves. We called ourselves Dr. Rock and the FORCEMD'S. Now I'm in two groups at one time now. Dr. Rock and the FORCEMD'S. This is why I say I'm Otis. That's why I always say I'm Otis. Dr. Rock and the FORCEMD'S and and then the LDs. So we made a name for ourselves as Dr. Rock and the FORCEMD'S as the first. We put that name, the first act from Staten Island going uptown to Harlem World, Broadway International, all of the clubs out in New York as, you know, the group from Staten Island. My cousin Lord K1 joined later as Dr. Rock and the FORCEMD'S.
Take your cousin's name again.
I ain't know Staten Island know how to rap. I didn't know they can do this. Huh?
Oh, I think
my cousin's name was Lord K1, who joined us as FORCEMD'S. So we made a name of ourselves as Dr. Rock and the FORCEMD'S. So we was brewing up in the Bronx and Manhattan as that only group from Staten Island that was making some noise. Everybody was like, yo, they can harmonize real good, man, blah, blah, blah. The harmonizing came from me being in the LDs and getting Mercury into it. So we was bubbling on two ends. So Mr. Magic from WBLS seen us singing on the ferry boat as the LDs. He's like, yo, you guys are dope, man. You guys ever think about trying to make a record deal, man? We said, first of all, Magic, put some money in the hat before we start talking. So, yeah. So Magic started throwing money in the hat. Now, long story short, Mighty Mike C from the Fearless 4 and LA Sunshine from the Treacherous 3 was telling Magic about us, not knowing. Magic didn't know I was in the FORCEMD'S, but he was telling him about, yo, Magic, it's this group from Staten Island. They called the FORCEMD'S, man. They're dope, man. They got rap routines that are dope, blah, 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 blah. Now, Magic had no idea that I was from the FORCEMD'S, but in the LDs didn't realize I was Stevie D. He just thought, okay, this is your TC, Jesse, Steve. Not knowing, I didn't say, my name is Stevie D. My name is Steve. So he said, okay, man, I want you, the LDs, you guys to come to Tommy Boy Records, come to Tom Silverman's house. I want him to audition. I want to hear you guys sing, blah, blah, blah. Now, it's all breaking down to FORCEMD'S, how it all happened. So my brother Khalil was right back, he's sitting right next to me. He was a 5%er in the hood, you know, peace God, you know, he was at the 120 degrees. Yo, he made a conscious choice that instead of him going to the audition to sing with us, he wanted to go into the mosque with his wife, with his girlfriend, now his wife, for 38 years now.
Oh, wow.
He went into the mosque and didn't go to that audition. So it left me, Jesse, and TC, you know, from the LDs. So we said, wow, man, Khalil left, man. And we tried to get him back, but he really made his mind up. So I said, yo, what if I get Mercury from the FORCEMD'S and bring him to replace Khalil, like in the singing thing? Because Mercury knows how to harmonize, because me and him been doing harmonizing rapping. He said, oh, good idea. So we got Mercury. And then on our way to the audition, that's when we bumped into Trisco Pearson. He said, I want to know your name. That's Trisco.
Yes.
Trisco was in a group in Staten Island also called Cook Corporation. He was like the little dude in the group, big boys. They broke up. And we told him we was on our way to an audition. He said, yo, man, can I go with y'all, man? My group broke up, man. And we knew he was a good singer. Man, what it was like the Wizard of Oz. Like, yeah, all right, come on, Trisco. Yeah, let's go. And then Dr. Rock, can I go too? Yes. We let Dr. Rock come. So we got to Tommy Boy. He's like, hey, Mr. Magic, hey, it's more guys that I seen on the boat singing. What's all these other guys came from? So we told him about Khalil. So Khalil was this, but Mercury, he can sing too. And then Dr. Rock's a DJ, and Trisco, he can sing too. So this was the group then. We got to Tommy Boy. It was Stevie D, TC, Jesse, Trisco, and Mercury. Okay. And Dr. Rock was like a DJ, but that was the 5. That was a new 5 right there. So we auditioned for him. Mr. Magic said, oh, you guys are great. I mean, Tommy, well, you guys are great, man. I want to sign you to my label. What's the name of your group? This is where the FORCEMD'S come in. Okay. So it's like, it's the LDs or the FORCEMD'S? What's the name of your group? But first, he didn't know we from the FORCEMD'S, because that says, yeah, we rap too. So yeah, so, well, let me hear you guys rap. So we started doing FORCEMD'S routines with the FORCEMD'S from Staten Island. On the ferry boat, we came sailing. He's like, you guys are FORCEMD'S? The guys that, yes. Oh my God, I got 2 groups in one. I was looking for both of you guys. So he found all of us in one batch, didn't even realize it.
Wow, that's what I'm talking about.
Now this is the last part of it. So it's like, what are you gonna name? What are you guys gonna name the group? You got LDs and you got FORCEMD'S. And we says, well, we can't be LDs anymore because that's our last name, Lundy's and Daniels. And Mercury and Trisco had different last names. Okay. Nelson and Pearson. So we couldn't use LDs anymore. We couldn't say MCs because we sung. So we said took the D from the LDs and put it at MDs and named ourselves FORCEMD'S, making it stand for musical diversity because we're very versatile. We could sing and rap. That's how the name FORCEMD'S came. He said, how about FORCEMD'S? Yeah, okay, that's good. Let's use that. And that's how we became the FORCEMD'S.
All right.
Make sense now?
Yes.
Wrong, but people gotta know.
No, absolutely. We want to know the history.
Yeah, that's how we came from.
Yeah, so y'all was rappers first, and then turned into is amazing.
It's a combination because y'all both sing and rap, so you did a little
both, right?
It's the LDs is the singers, FORCEMD'S is the rappers. We just
and then
blended it both in, and that's one of the blueprints of R&B hip hop.
Absolutely. Okay. That was a good story. It's good for people to hear that history of how y'all came about, because a lot of people don't know that, you know.
Yeah.
So it's nice to know. Absolutely. Now tell me, at what age or what time in your life did you know that this is what I really want to do? What influence or who influenced you?
100% Jackson 5, Michael Jackson. His influence, and just knowing that him being a child prodigy of the way he sung at a young age, the way he just sung with so much soul and sound like a grown man, a little man's body, that influenced us just so much. And you know, of course, we like the Temptations, the Manhattans, and Smokey Robinson and Smokey Robinson and the Miracles. But Jackson 5 was the main influence. And when it comes to the rap thing with me, Melly Mel from the Furious 5.
All right.
And the Treacherous 3, those. Yeah, they just the whole Furious 5 and the Treacherous 3 was definitely the influence that came to the rap part.
Wow. Okay. Wow. All right. Other legends that you're mentioning, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, how did being in the group change your life? Like, what was the life-changing moment as far as being in the FORCEMD'S?
Okay, it was like, wow. Women.
Well, give us the 411. We want to know, okay?
It's like, I don't know. When you don't make it, you're cute. But when you make it, you're so much cuter. You know what I'm saying? You get a lot of that with the women. A girl will give you a time of day, but they see you on the videos and the records. Oh my God, you do look good in person. We like all that. Yeah, it was definitely. The women motivated us to sing them love songs because, we was like looking at, footage of Jackson 5 getting chased by all the girls, even New Edition, because we toured with New Edition a lot, chasing. We was like, hey man, we want that too. And, that was definitely a passion for us. We want to make the songs for the women. And that was a big drive for us. And that definitely changed our lives. And the popularity, of people, knowing that you touch people, that is the key thing. More than, I mean it, I said it earlier, knowing that you're in that studio making that song, not knowing what's it gonna do. Like, I hope people like this. I mean, I can't even express how many times, dang, I hope people like this song. I said that so many times myself. When you listen back to your song, you got your Walkman on, you're on a train, listening what you just did in the studios. I hope when Let Me Love You first came out, I remember being on the train and let me love you. And that's, oh my God, I hope people like this song. Oh man, I kept saying it to myself. And boy, God works in mysterious ways. The next thing you know, it's big song, number one requested on the radio. And I was like, wow, they really like the song. And other songs follow. So you gotta give a big shout out to Jesse when it comes. Jesse came up with the melody, hook of Let Me Love You and Forgive Me Girl. He had them in his head, and we all just formed into a song, and it was great songs.
Absolutely.
So you was worried about people liking it, and that people ended up loving it.
Yeah. That just bugged me out. Like, wow, that really bugged me. And we see the big stars, and when I see like the big movie stars that like our music, and they come, hey man, I love your music, man. That when the President Barack Obama said we was on his playlist, that's how big that is to us. Like, wow, we came from nothing, and the President of the United States is playing our music on his playlist. That stuff like that really like.
Well, listen, it's amazing, but I'm not shocked. I mean, y'all made great music. You know what I mean? So again, I'm not shocked to hear that at all. So,
I'm sorry, I'm just so humble. We're real humble.
That's so sweet. So listen, I noticed, it's funny because how you address certain situations and how you word them. So let me ask you a question. What is the difference between an artist like you in the industry between women and groupies? And is there a difference?
That's a good question. That's a good question. Groupies clearly just that's a really good question because I started getting really frustrated at one time, because all my friends I'd be hanging around with when they see girls coming, Steve, and they always say to me, she just like you because you're the FORCEMD'S. And I gotta say to them, yo, man, you act like I'm an ugly dude or something, man. Ain't no ugly guy, man. Why can a girl like you? That's the part. Yeah, that's the part right there. That's trying to get to me. I was like, yo, man, you gotta stop saying that, man. And that's when it came to the point when if I talk to a female, I don't tell them I'm FORCEMD'S. I just want them to listen. If she likes me for me, without me saying FORCEMD'S, I know this girl really likes me. Because, I could walk street, they don't know it's me, they don't realize it's me. And then you talk and they say, hey, okay, all right, I'll call you tomorrow. And I talk, don't say nothing until I gotta see how they really feel, But at times if you really want a girl, like, oh, she's too pretty. I gotta, something I do sing with blah, 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 that's when you're desperate, like I do sing.
All right, so Stevie D, you guys had so many hits. I'm gonna name a couple that I love so much. Again, Love Is a House, Tender Love, Here I Go Again. Matter of fact, before we even get into that, let me play a couple of clips for the people to hear.
Okay, great.
Tender love, love so tender, pulling me close to you. Baby, I surrender. Here I go again. With you, here I go again. With you, here I go again.
All right, so again, those were classics and still are. Tell us about those songs. Give us a little history about when you guys were making those songs.
Okay, when we record in the studio, we always, especially the ballads, we love to cut the lights out. We put candles. It's like a little ritual we do. We put candles around the studio, and we have the headphones on. We act like we are in the bedroom, chilling with the loved one, and that's what we pour it out in our hearts when we sing those songs. Like Tears. Tears is that was our first ballad that we hit. That was actually Tears is actually our first top 10 record. Yep. Tears. That was the first one that cracked the top 10. And that's when we knew, because we came out with Let Me Love You and Forgive Me Girl, the first two songs. But when Tears hit, that just shot up the charts so fast. We said to ourselves, wow, this ballad thing is kind of good. This ballad thing is kind of working even better than the up-tempos,
Okay.
So what we did was, after Tears came out, we came out with a song that we didn't think we was gonna do anything because we were just joking around when we made the song, but it ended up becoming a huge hit for us. And the song was called Itching for a Scratch.
Itching for a Scratch.
Yeah. That became, it didn't hit as big in New York. It didn't hit as big in New York, but around the country, it was huge. Yeah. And we was just joking around the studio. My brother TC's like, hey man, what if you got a DJ? What if you heard a DJ saying he's itching for a scratch? And Tom Silverman's like, hey, that's a good idea, man. Let's make a song called Itching for a Scratch, like a DJ's itching to scratch the beat.
Yes, yes.
Like, you serious? He's like, seriously? He said, yeah. And then it became a huge hit for us, Itching for a Scratch. Wow. Then we go back to the ballads. That's when Here I Go Again. Here I Go Again was written by my brother TC. He got his real Smokey Robinson on that, man. TC just really go real laid back. Tears was that. Here I Go Again was the part 2 of Tears. pretty much.
Oh, the part 2. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Yeah, Tears. I remember, like, I was young hearing that song. Like, my sister was playing it all the time. And this is why I'm saying, like, being exposed to you guys' music, again, that's why I keep saying it's timeless and it travels through generations, because everybody knows your music.
Yeah.
Everybody knows your music. And if they don't, then they must be under a rock somewhere, okay?
Yeah, it must be, yes.
So you guys are touring right now. The pandemic is not affecting anything of what's going on with y'all?
I hate to hear that word pandemic because it had messed up so much money for us right now.
Oh,
you know, because we still got to take care of our families, but it really blocked a lot of our money. It canceled the full tour that we had. We had like 40 dates. It canceled all the dates of our tour, and we just got to deal with it like everybody else. We just got lucky. We saved money and just got to live on until this pandemic calms down so we can get back on the road. People are calling us, asking us, "Hey, you guys mind doing this?" We sometimes we got to cancel because we don't really trust it yet.
Right.
Too many people, too many people in the workplaces. Yeah, too many people in the workplace getting COVID like it's nothing. Let's say Michael Strahan on the Today Show. Yeah, it's just like that's how easy it is to catch this. So so we right now we wait till this with this, it really calms down before we really start working again. But that's what we love doing the most out of anything is touring, being on stage, because we are a very energetic group on stage, and that's our full passion. We got our practice just by singing on that Staten Island Ferry. That really prepared us to be good performers on stage.
Nice. Wow.
Wow, yep.
Okay, so talk to me about. I want to fast forward a little bit. You guys got a song, "Fly with Me."
Fly with you.
Fly with you. Who was that song written for?
This guy, Rob Swartz and Eric Chu came with that song. They said, I think one of the writers there, someone in their family just passed away, and he just said, I think it's time you guys probably should just go another direction and make an inspirational song for people to touch songs, because you heard the song with Wiz Khalifa and the other guy talking about when people pass away, that the emotions that can touch people with. These guys, I think it's about time you guys make a song like that. So it's good to make the love songs, but have another type of song in your resume. He's like, okay, man, we're gonna try that. So we went in the studio and we did it, because when we first heard the song, we didn't really look, because I guess the guy was singing a demo. He didn't sound that good. Like, oh man, I don't know. Guys, you got to throw the force on it. Throw the force on it. I think it'll sound better.
Okay, all right. Give me force for it. That's what I'm talking about.
So we threw the flavor to it, and it ended up becoming one of our most touching songs that we made. A lot of our songs, like, it touched so many people. I mean, crying when they heard it. It just puts you in that place of a relative, friend, or somebody who's very close to you that passes away. And that song, like, so many people, right, as we're talking, are making slideshows on that song with their family on that song. So it really touched a lot of people. We're happy we did make a song like that, and we was happy. But I have to, before I get even a little further to our future, I gotta go back to Tender Love.
Yes, of course.
The reason why I gotta go that, because that, out of all our songs, is one of the most popular of all, because we made that song for the Crush Groove soundtrack, the movie Crush Groove. Now, the FORCEMD'S was supposed to be in the movie Crush Groove at first, but at the last minute, Russell Simmons canceled us not to be in the movie and put New Edition in the movie instead of us. Now, we couldn't. It's nothing we can do. New Edition was the bigger group at the time. He's like the new Jackson 5. It's nothing we can do. So we just, okay, man. We heard about it, but they said, listen, you guys can be on the soundtrack though. I said, okay, man. At least be involved in the movie somehow. Now, this is people didn't know. New Edition was offered to do Tender Love before us, but
really,
contractual differences, they couldn't do the song, so they gave it to us to do. I don't know if that was God saying, and it was God's meant to be. I don't know what it was, but we did the record. It took us 2 hours in the studio to do it. One of the guys in the group, my Uncle Jesse, of course, was like, yo, man, the song needs, telling Jam and Lewis now. That was Terry Lewis and Jimmy Jam's first, we put that #1 up, their first crossover hit. Before Janet, New Edition, anybody, Tender Love was the first one to cross over pop, and R&B and pop. Because Jam and Lewis did a lot of SOS band, all those stuff back in the days, but Tender Love was their first record to open the door for the pop. And everybody followed that to Tender Love. What have you done for me lately? All of Janet, Can You Stand the Rain? Alexander O'Neal, everybody followed Tender Love. That was the first up the gate, just to let y'all know that.
Okay, go ahead.
So Jesse was like, yo, man, it needs drums, And Jam and Lewis like, nah, man, it's good with just the piano, I'm telling you. They was going back and forth. And he says, I guarantee with just the piano, it's going to be a super monster hit. He said, all right, we'll see. And they was right. They were right.
Wow.
Yes, they was.
We did not expect Ray to do that thing. We didn't expect it.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite. That's actually my favorite.
A lot of them is my favorite.
I could listen to that all day.
It's really hard to pick one because there's so many hits. You know what I mean? It's so hard to just pick one. You guys were in movies though, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
there was a movie called Rapping.
Rapping.
Woo.
Talk to us about well, give us a little history on that.
That was a movie called Rapping. We made that in '85, I think, with Mario Van Peebles. It's the New Jack City.
Yep.
He was the star of the movie. Like, he was like the star rapper in the movie. And I don't, no disrespect to Mario. We love Mario, but I don't know if he was a real rapper. But he's just acting to be a rapper. He's not like a real rapper. I think they should have probably got a real rapper to do like DMX. Or DMX was in. I'm just saying, like, rappers back then. Ice-T was in the movie, but he was just performing like we was. If he was acting, I don't know. Ice-T was acting at the time, but he was just performing in the movie. But the movie, it came out. It came and went. You can go rent it on. Look it up and rent it if you want to. But it's called Rapping, and that was our first movie. But I ain't gonna lie. Gotta say this though. It was good to see yourself in a big screen in a movie theater on 42nd Street. Like, wow, that's us on that big screen performing. And the song we performed in the record in the Rapping is called "Itching for a Scratch."
Itching for a
Scratch. In that movie, that was we performed that in that. That's
so yeah. When you guys, when hearing yourself, okay, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, no, go on with you. I want you to go.
No, I was going to say, hearing yourself on the radio and seeing yourself on the screen for like the first time, like, how did you feel? What feelings went through you?
Oh boy, I was so that feeling right there. I'm telling you right now, seeing yourself on a big movie screen, seeing yourself on a video on TV. I gotta guess why I always give a shout out to Ralph McDaniels, because he's the first one that broke us on TV. Yes. We had the Letterman sweaters on. Everybody's like, what are these guys doing these big Fs on? We got the big Fs from Frankie Lyman and the Teenagers. That's where we got that from, okay? They was like a doo-wop group. They had the T's in this. We got that from them. So they was doo-wop, and we called our style doo-wop hip-hop. Okay, because we had a little hip-hop flavor. So that's where we got that concept from, Frankie Lyman and the Teenagers. But nothing tops. I can see the video. Nothing tops when the first time we was on Soul Train. That was it. That's when I know we really made it. We really made it. I could not forget. I was telling everybody in every neighborhood, we're gonna be on Soul Train Saturday. We're gonna be on Soul Train. Yeah, right. I'm serious. We're gonna be on Soul Train Saturday. They didn't believe it. And I told so many damn people. I said, John Cornelius, if you don't play us, I'm gonna kill you if you don't play this. And that was like, oh my God, waiting for Soul Train. It seemed like 10 o'clock couldn't come no faster. It just took its time. And when they showed the previews, all right, on Soul Train today, we got this group. this person. I said, please. FORCEMD'S. I said, I love you guys.
Yes.
I love you guys. Yes. You think I didn't pick that phone? That phone, my phone could not stop ringing after it. That was like the top of the cherry on top of the cake, man. That and touring Madonna with Madonna overseas in front of 120.
Yes. So how?
Oh, you can actually.
How was that? How was that tour? And
Okay, that. Mm-hmm. You said, and what else?
No, I was gonna ask you, how was that tour? And was that your best, like, memorable moment when you first was on Soul Train? Was that like the best hype of your time? The best feeling that you had in your industry? Was that it? Or was there another time?
Okay, it's between Soul Train. It's between touring with Madonna. Oh, okay. Because it's between those two. I gotta say, Soul Train, touring with Madonna. Yeah, those are the definitely top two. Now, with touring Madonna was just unbelievable. Now, we had our record company, right? And Tom Silverman says to us, hey guys, Madonna has this movie coming out. She's acting. It's called Who's That Girl? She invited the whole Tommy Boy, all the artists, everybody to her premiere. And she, hey, by the way, guys, Madonna likes your music. I said, really? Madonna? I said, yes, okay. So we go to the premiere. We see the movie. The movie's pretty good. We go to the after party. And that's when Madonna came to our table, us sitting down to, hey guys, how you doing? Hey, it's something, I like Let Me Love You. I like your songs. And Tommy Boy put us on the spot. Say, hey man, why don't you sing something for us? We was really good on the spot singing a cappella. And so he says, the movie was called Who's That Girl? And we had a song, of course, called Forgive Me Girl. So we said, hey man, let's sing something for us. So we just made it up on the spot. Who's that girl? We did the Forgive Me Girl. Her name is Madonna. Who's that girl? Ooh. And she's like, oh my God, I love it. I want to put you guys on tour with me. We said, yeah, right, Madonna. I'm serious. I'm gonna get you guys on tour with me. We're gonna go all overseas. And he's like, yeah, right. Until we got that tour schedule, came like, all right, guys, they are really serious about this. We was like, oh shit.
Now you good.
Oh. I was like, we really are going on tour with her. And let me tell you, that experience was just out of this world. Singing in front of 120,000 people a night.
Wow.
Didn't know a speck of English. But we just four, it was 4 of us at the time. That's when Jesse left the group. It was 4 of us on stage just doing our thing. Hip hop, R&B, beatboxing, stuff they was never seen in their life. They was like blown away. They were so blown away by us. And they was busy getting real great rave reviews out there. And next thing you know, while we're out there, Love Is a House was released in the States.
Okay.
While we out there, released Love Is a House before we left. And next thing you know, they call us, hey guys, I hope that tour ain't too long. We was like, why? It says, this Love Is a House is the #1 record in the country out here.
Ooh, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, you left that tour. Now, the story of Love Is a House, real quick, make it real quick. The story of Love Is a House is Tender Love is so big. Yo, we gotta follow Tender Love. That's gonna be hard to follow, man. So these people from London came out to the Tommy Boy's office and said, hey, I got this song from FORCEMD'S. I'm telling you, it's a small shit. They got to sing it, man. You got to make these guys listen to it. So we said, all right, so Tommy Boy said, hey guys, I need you to say, guys, I need you to listen to this song for about a week. Just take it, just marinate, let it marinate in your head. And if you like this song, you guys recorded it, right? Because these guys think it's a big hit. So listen to it. It had a female singing a demo on it. It's like, okay, man. But that bass line, I said, that bass is too dope. We said, that bass is too dope. Let's do it, y'all. So, of course, we sprinkled the force on it.
I like that. Sprinkle the force. I got the force for that one. Wow. So listen, let me ask you. Go ahead.
Yeah, I got a question. It's gonna take you back a little bit, but I see y'all got into a battle with the Cold Crush Brothers. How did that even happen?
Oh God. Okay. That's crazy. That's a question. You know, us and the Cold Crush are really, really good friends now. You know, that was just back in the days. You know, rap is a sport to a lot of people. You know, battle when it all comes. Now, the story is Cold Crush. You know, to this day, you know, they tell us they did not know it was a battle. You know, we thought it was a battle, but back then we thought it was a battle. They had on the flyer, it was a battle. FORCEMD'S versus the Cold Crush, Patterson, New Jersey. We was all hyped up. You know, I was a little scared to battle because they was like the best in the game. You know, Mercury, God bless his soul, he was just so hyped up. Yo, man, we can beat it. We can get them, man. Come on, man. I was like, nah, man. The Cold Crush, we from Staten Island, they from the Bronx, man. You know, come on, they top of the game, man. You know, so we went to the battle. Cold Crush was leaving the place, and we didn't see them perform because they was leaving. We was coming in. Because they had like 4 shows that night. So they was leaving, we was coming in. It was like, man. So we, in our mind, is like, oh, wow. They must have dissed us already. They must have said battle stuff and dissed us already. And we missed it. We was like, we missed it.
Dodge the bullet.
On stage. We went banana on the stage, you know, saying all battle stuff about them. Cold Crush, they're doing all right, booming now. Next thing you know, man, the tape got out and the crowd was saying this. If you think that we won this battle, say yeah. You know, so we was like, oh shit, we won this battle. But in Cold Crush's head, they said they didn't know it was a battle. They just did they did their regular routine and left. But we didn't know that. We just came in there and did our thing. But the tape went out, and boy, it caused a havoc when that tape went out. Because you know, we didn't know it was a tape because you gotta remember. Uptown Bronx, we're in Staten Island. We don't know what's going on up there. They got tape masters up there selling tapes and everything. We didn't know all that until like it got back to us. Yo, man, I heard y'all beat Cold Crush in the battles. Where you get that from? I got the tape, man. That's when we heard the tape.
Wow.
Boy, but you know, it was pretty much a misunderstanding because you know I'm saying because they say they didn't know. We didn't know. They didn't know. We just like battled like, yo, this is what it is. We're gonna battle. But the people ran with it like, yo, y'all kicked their butt, man. They did this, you know. But it never happened again. We never battled again, never redid it. It never happened because I guess we just started making records after that. We never got a chance to do that. But we're good friends right now. This is how deep we go into this hip-hop thing. We battled one of the most biggest rap groups in the game, you know, and we was the underdogs. But they still see no matter what. FORCEMD'S were good too. They were good what they did. That rap, they did their thing too. Because if we wasn't good, just let me know if I'm right. If it wasn't good, you wouldn't hear people saying that. Like yo.
Right.
But
so listen. So with that being said, did you guys ever run into any type of or have any type of industry beef with any other MCs or even other singers and R&B singers?
No, actually, no. We just humble dudes, man. We humble dudes, you know. My Uncle Jesse, yeah, probably because he was going through his thing, you know. He's just like arguing people going through his thing, and but like us in New Edition, we toured with New Edition like 3 times. That was our tour mates. Us in New Edition were a great tour package. We was a great tour package because it was both 5-man groups, and we were both did our thing on stage, and then they really looked up to us as like big brothers, and we looked down to them. Yo, man, you know, this is a good relationship. So to this day, I still talk to them on and off. You know, I don't talk to them as much, but I still talk to them. They still highly respect us because they know that we're one of the groups that pushed them to be even better. Because it was like back then, it was like, yo, FORCEMD'S like. They outdid New Edition, you know. They was getting that at times, so that just pushed them to be even better. They tell us that all the time, yo, man, y'all pushed us, y'all made us step our game up even more. So I'm just happy we got that. We still got that close bond relationship.
That's really dope. You know, when you hear about that in New Edition, you know, we watched the New Edition you know, movie when it came out and stuff. So a lot of people don't always know what goes on behind the scenes. You guys were obviously setting an example and a positive one as a group. But did you guys ever go through anything behind the scenes similar to what New Edition went through that the people don't really know about?
Yeah, man, it went through like people like promoters that don't want to pay you, big fights, man. You know, my father was our manager, and he's like a gangster. He go to their house and knock on the door. Write the check right now, as you get your head blown off. You know,
What?
okay, you extra 5,000. You know, like. So you know, yeah, it was crazy. We went to a lot of stuff on the road, man. You know, promoters did everything to try to jerk you. They just don't hate to give up their money. Sometimes they hate to give their money. Some do, some don't. But you know, we had a lot of problems, and like I said, we never really had no problems with no groups. You know, we've always been cool. But I tell you, at one time we were touring because we were like. At one time, you know, I'm not a cocky dude, no ego. I just keep it real. At one time, people hated to get on after us because we were so energetic. We did black flips. We did all types of stuff you've seen our concert. But a group that woke us up, two groups that woke us up like, y'all bad, but boy, you got a real battle tonight. Let me give you just two groups I can name off the top of my head that really put it on us. But we both went back and forth. Okay. One, Roger, Trotman, and Zap.
Oh my God! Yes. Oh my God!
I say they were no joke. They were no joke. That we slept on them, critically slept on them. They woke us up quick, like yo, like he was like a show. They was real good showman. Another group, May the two brothers rest in peace because they go through what we do. Levert. Because when we got back to the Madonna tour, Casanova was number one. When Casanova went down, Love Is a House went number one. We both had number one songs in the same 2 weeks. So they put us on tour together. And boy, that was a battle every night. Just really? Friendly competition. But it was great. They like Mark right now, Mark is the only one alive from the group, but he'll tell you that was good touring right there, man. I just miss those guys, man. And you know, Gerald blowing up on his own doing his thing. I already knew. I said, damn, them OJs, when I say they got two sons that got the same voices, that's really crazy. You know, that was good. That was definitely a good experience for us. Definitely one of our highlights being on the road.
Nice. And you know what I like that you said friendly competition, because, you know, sadly, you know, the industry now, competition turns into beef and we lose lives in the mix of that, you know? So that right there, right. Yes, that statement, the friendly competition, it just, again, it shows the maturity in you and men, period. Yeah, like I just don't know if they make them like that so no more. You know what I'm saying? I just don't know. Like, but it's nice. No, for real though. But it's just really good to hear that because you guys still to this day is setting an example of how it should be. Because at the end of the day, it's all love, it's entertainment, and it's art. And you know what I mean? And that's what's important. Now you told us about your great moments. Do you have any embarrassing moments that you remember?
Okay. This is very embarrassing. It wasn't me, but it's one of the guys in the group. Okay. It's actually my uncle, Jesse. Okay. He, for some reason, me and him like always try to like battle who the girls like the most. I got a little gray beard. No, I'm just saying this is me. This is old shit. When I was young, we said a lot of girls, you know that was the thing. You know, the Eagles come, you just wanted this. Hey, so one night we was on stage, and when I say the girls were screaming so loud for Jesse this night, I was like, hey, damn, Jesse. I was like, we doing the steps. Jesse, you the man tonight. Steps, right? So something said to me, we doing the steps. Something said, Steve, look down, just look down. So I'm doing the steps, and I look down. I was like, Jesse. He said, what? Your thing is out.
No, he wasn't giving a peep show. He was giving 2 shows.
Yes, he was giving 2 shows. It's zipper because Jesse never wears underwear.
Oh my
so his zipper actually says, his zipper said, I don't want to zip up today. I'm gonna stay right here. So his zipper was wide open. His thing was flapping out. And he didn't realize, and boy, he turned so red. He ran to the back. He put some safety pins in his. That was one of the most embarrassing things.
I bet it was. Listen, I'm sure some of the women fans was probably extremely happy, and thank God it wasn't in these times. Right?
But that might have been why he was the most popular guy that night.
Exactly. That's exactly why I said, "Oh, they really love him." Like, yeah, he's giving a little something extra. The Tom wasn't giving him. You know what I'm saying? And listen. Yo, back then it's cool because now you know that would have went viral. You know that, right?
Oh yeah, that would have been. Oh, lucky they did. Oh my God, lucky they did. No iPhone. No, oh my gosh, some camera phones back then. Oh my God.
Man, listen, that would have been.
Yeah, that was crazy. That was crazy.
So, are they ever? You think they're gonna come out with a movie for y'all, like they did with all the groups that they're doing now, like bringing the movies back, telling their story?
Yeah, man, we've been approached with it, and I think I'm gonna keep my fingers crossed because I trust me on this. We got such a good story. Our story got so many layers to it, so I think people's gonna love the story when they see the story of us and what we've been through, the tragedies we've been through, the members we lost, and all the tragedies we've been through, and us still trying to keep the legacy alive now, and all the struggles like some of the guys in the group been through, the substance abuse and all the stuff. We've been through it all, but we still maintaining right now, man. We know they're looking down, and we just holding it up for them. And it's we got a real story. Like I got a book out. That's why I got a book that it's called Necessary Force. You want to get it on our website, the FORCEMD'S at Yahoo, on our website. It's very. I break it down. Like I tell y'all stories. I break it down so well in the book. You read the movie, like, oh my God, y'all gotta. I can't tell you all the inner stuff, but we got a really good story, and y'all look for that. I always keep it. I keep it.
Necessary Force.
Yes, Necessary Force. Oh, hold on. Wait a second. I happen to have one right here.
Oh. Okay.
Right
all right. Yes. You know what? I seen that. Okay. Yep. Absolutely. And you know what? We got to get that because I was going to ask you. What was some of the challenges and tragedies that you guys had to face? I know you got you. I know you got that in the book. So, if you don't mind, just touching on at least one thing.
Yeah. Well, the first one that passed from the group. Well, he was like in the group, but he left. As a DJ, Dr. Rock. Dr. Rock passed first. Mercury passed of a heart attack. Complication of the diabetes. After Mercury, it was my brother TC. TC passed away of Lou Gehrig's disease. Okay, that's a disease we just like. Where did that come from? Like I thought that's for older people, but TC passed of Lou Gehrig's disease, and after TC, it came Trisco, and Trisco passed of cancer. So like the only original two left from the we started is me and Jesse, but my brother Khalil came back to the group. That's why he sounds just like us. Got the same sound because he's original, but he just left the group and came back. He's back, and right now, that's where I recruited my nephew, Zaim. Zaim has his own solo career also, but he sings with us because we're his uncles, and he just want to we taking him places he'd never been, big stages and stuff. And the group went through a couple of changes. We added a guy named Sean Waters at one time in the group. He's a producer now. We added a guy named Damon Hayward, who's been in a group called 4x4. He was in the group maybe 4 years ago, maybe he was in the group, but made a little couple of changes, but like I said, I'm the oldest of the Temptations of the group. I've been in the group the longest, consistent. Only missed 2 shows out of 30 plus years.
Wow. That is amazing.
That's because I got a car accident. That's when I got a car accident and broke my pelvis. That's the
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but I'm back. That was like 20 years plus years ago when I broke my pelvis, but only missed 2 shows out of 30 plus years.
Oh man,
that's pretty good.
And rest in peace to everybody that was lost in the group. And today would have been your brother's birthday, TC?
My brother TC, he'd have been 58 years old.
All right.
And me and TC are Irish twins, because I'll be 58 in December.
Wow.
We both born the same year. Same mother and father, both born the same year. Wow. Father didn't want to wait, like stitches and everything. Nah, come on.
Oh man. Oh my goodness. So listen, what advice would you give to these young kids coming up that want to sing and that even want to be a part of a group? What would you say to them?
Okay, first I want to say is make sure your business is right. Show business. Make sure the business is the part that got to come first. Show can always come. That's why I look at James Brown, look at these movies. It's about the business. You got to make sure your business is right, because people, they got hawks, snakes out here trying to take your money in a split second. Learn the business. Learn publishing, all this stuff, points when it comes to music. Learn all that before you step into the arena. Know your business part. The talent, that's all. Because you got people that can't sing half as good as people, but they got their business right, and that's why they're rich right now. Make sure you try to write your own songs. If you got people to help you, that's all good too. But writing songs is a good thing for business. Because you get residual checks for the rest of your life. You write songs. That's why I'm blessed. We get residual checks for the rest of our lives for the songs that we made from the past. But writing songs is good. Stay away from drugs. I ain't gonna say, I don't prefer any drugs. I'm saying some people, weed probably a drug that people think motivates their mind and boom. But besides weed, all the other mollies and all that dust and cocaine, crack, stay away from drugs. I'm saying that's the devil's closet when they got you with them drugs and know what it can do you. Be around positive people. That's when they're gonna be positive instead of so negative. But be around friends that's real too. So I know if that record is good, man. I'm telling you because I love you. I'm your friend. You gotta be around people that's honest. That's kind of hard to find, but just try to be around the best friends, And I gotta say, just sing what you feel. Make the music that makes you feel good too. You gotta please all the people. Make songs that makes you feel good too. Not just like, hey, if I don't sing this, they're not gonna like me. Sing what you like. It comes more from your heart when you sing what you like.
Absolutely. Yep. Oh my goodness. I'm telling you, it's crazy because we live in a time now where, the romantic music now is, hey, be this and that, suck my, what.
Yeah.
And that's considered the romantic part. And we are losing the love.
Yes.
We're losing the love in our music. What you guys 100%. Gave us. So we definitely, we have y'all stuff and y'all stuff are classics, but we need more. We need more from you guys. You understand? Because I just
we got some more.
Okay, great. Because listen, it's not wanted, it's needed.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
It's needed. Yes, we need it badly.
It's to the point now where the females don't even, they're not even looking for that kind of love music anymore. Anyway, they looking forward to, not for nothing, these artists out here who just sing about calling women bitches and all of that, and that's how they love them,
And
that's the brainwash. That's how the kids are brainwashed with that right now. I think that's cool.
Yep.
That's cool to them. We look like, are you serious? And that's cool to them. But that's this era of music and how it is. These people, that's what they identify with, and that's why it's like so many younger kids, the disrespect they got for their parents. I ain't saying all, but a lot disrespect their parents, where they talk to their parents now, and I'd be like, is this generation of how they growing up? What gets me is this. Like I said, it's this era of music. There's nothing we can do. We made, we made music in the past, and they look at it like that's like, get out of here. this is real music, what we're doing. We look at them like, really? You know, I look at something like, really? But, you know, it's the part that gets me this. This is the part that bothers me. It's when, like when some, I'm going to say some, because not all, some rappers just rap about, yeah, she gave me brain in it. She gave me this, B, this. And you have little kids, you have little 8, 9-year-old kids mimicking every word they say. And then they start treating girls like that. Get out of here, B. Suck my B.
Yep. Absolutely.
They started getting that they feel that's the cool thing to say. That's the part I don't like.
Now, I got to, now, really quick on that. I would say, you know, who do you blame for that? Do you blame the artist or you blame the parents for letting them listen to that?
You know, both. Because, well, you know, they're going to listen to it what the parents say or not. If they don't listen to their parent house, they're going to go to their friend's house and listen to it.
Okay.
The parents don't care.
That's,
you know what I'm saying? The artist makes it. Because if the artist say, yeah, drink that scissor, and this and that, these kids be doing that because they say they're so influential to kids. They don't realize the power they got over young kids.
Absolutely.
It's possibly because they got a lot of young kids actually rapping now. You know, these kids is now 16, 17 years old. They throwing millions of dollars at them and letting them just say whatever they want.
Exactly. It's the boss man. Like, yeah, say that. If they like it, they'll buy it. Yeah.
Right.
Say that. Yeah. Talk about the drugs and pimps and they'll buy it. Yeah. That's the way it is. Be right about that, man. That's 100%.
Absolutely. And what another thing is too, you know, when you were talking about how you guys would set the mood for the music, because one thing that my mother used to always tell me, be careful what you listen to. Be careful what you take in. You know what I mean? Like, and that's why, like, I just know and love good music because I understand where it come from, right? Some people don't even understand or do the history to even know. Like, they probably sampling stuff and don't even know who the artist they sampling from. They didn't even take the time to see where they getting that person that created that from. But when you said in the beginning of this interview, you said we set the mood, we light the candles, you were already creating an atmosphere and the energy of love. And it came through that music. And we hear it and we felt it and we feel it. You know what I'm saying? So that right there is so deep. And that's what we're missing. That's what we're missing.
That's right. You know, I gotta plug this in for my nephew Zayn Dream. That's why he got this new album called Butter Love coming out. And what he did was he redid all the classic ballads from back in the days, man. It is so good. Trust me, this is my nephew. He got the bloodline in him. This album is so good. It's called Butter Smooth. Excuse me. It's called Butter Smooth. His first single he got out right now is called Body and Soul. That's the way it has to be. That's the new first single he got right now. Make sure you guys check that out. Zayn, he has an old soul in him. He did all the Hey Love. He did all the great songs from back in days. Just make sure y'all guys check that out.
What's his name again?
Zayn, Z-I-E-M-E.
Z-I-E-M-E.
M-E. Yeah, Zayn.
Okay, Butter Smooth, Body and Soul. We're gonna definitely check that out.
Yeah, check that out.
So listen, is there anything, because I know, you know, I don't want to hold you too long. I know you got stuff to do, but it's like so much. So I guess what we're going to have to do is check out, you know, the book and hopefully see the documentary. We want and hope that is created, because I know that is so much more to be spoken about and to be told with the story from y'all. And we, you know, we definitely want to hear and see it. It's great when you can also see it too. Is there anything that we didn't ask you that you want to cover or tell people?
Yeah, we if y'all didn't see the Unsung, FORCEMD'S Unsung, make that up and check that out, because that's one of their you know, at that time it came out, it was one of their top ones. So make sure y'all check that out. Definitely breaks down a lot of our story. We have a documentary out coming out soon called FORCEMD'S Relived. So you're gonna see you'll see Belvedere DeVoe, a lot of people in that. So look for that coming soon. We have our iPod show also. It's called podcast show called FORCEMD'S Morning Show featuring Dr. Pebbly Boo that comes on every Tuesday and Thursday. We
wait,
have a
that's
special
called,
guest.
what is that podcast called? FORCEMD'S what?
It's called featuring Dr. Pebbly Pooh.
Okay, featuring Dr.
Yeah.
Pebbly Pooh. And where can people go check that out?
They can go on the FORCEMD'S Facebook page, Spotify. It's on a lot of outlets. So definitely check that out. And we have an EP coming out in the end of March with some new songs, some definitely new songs. And if you didn't hear Fly With You, make sure you go get that from the streaming. Fly With You and Make You Happy. That's another song we got called Make You Happy. Make sure you go check that out on YouTube and on. That's a great love song to Make You Happy on YouTube, and get it from all the streaming outlets.
Yes.
And Don't Rush. Another song, Don't Rush. You check out on YouTube. Don't Rush, Make You Happy. Y'all know about Fly With You. So those are other songs to check out.
And those are all
Keep it
on
relevant.
YouTube.
All on YouTube. And you can get them on, you can buy them for 99 cents on the streaming music streams.
Yes, absolutely.
All right?
Okay.
That's pretty much it. And hopefully we see you on the town. We tour. We see you in your town. And I hope I see you at one of the shows and y'all at one of the shows.
Absolutely. Is there any shout outs that you want to give before we get up out of here?
All right. Shout out to all my FORCEMD brothers. The ones in heaven right now. Happy birthday, my brother TC Kenny and her TC, Mercury, Trisco, and from FORCEMD's side, Dr. Rock, K1. They all passed. Those ones all passed away from the whole FORCEMD's. Big shout out to Jesse, who's he's still getting himself together. He's doing his solo thing right now, but he's still got some things he got to get together. But we still love him. He's still there. Once he's finished, once he get that together, he'll be back. He's back in the mix instantly. He's our uncle, and we love him. And big shout out to my brother Khalil and Zaim, who we're the three that's keeping the FORCEMD'S legacy alive as we speak. And make sure y'all check out Zaim. He got his solo thing out again. Make sure y'all check that out.
We definitely gonna check that out. We're gonna be checking that out.
Now, do y'all have social medias people can follow?
Yeah, he said the Facebook.
Yeah, you can follow us on FORCEMD'S on Instagram, Facebook. Our Instagram got just hacked, so we just redoing our Instagram. But you can check me out on Stevie D Lundy, on my Instagram, because the FORCEMD'S page got hacked. We had to redo it again, so we got to get all the people back again. So you guys can still check me out on my page, Stevie D Lundy. And,
okay.
All right.
Twitter, FORCEMD'S on Twitter.
Yes. Okay. So listen, there's a lot going on. You got the documentary, Relive doc, you got the EP, you got your nephew, you got your book. It's so much that's still going on. And I want to thank you once again for everything that you do, that the group FORCEMD'S do. Again, please continue to keep blessing us with the music, with your art and everything. It is needed. And let me correct that, because I said it's not wanted, it's needed. It's wanted, but it is needed, so it's really both. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to point that out. And again, thank you for coming on the show. We look forward to everything else that y'all got going on, and we're going to continue to be supporters to the day we die. So listen, and our kids and grandkids will know your music.
Okay, let me ask you before I leave. Did you see the video Make You Happy yet?
Make You Happy. Is that a new one? I don't think I've seen that one. I don't think I
want you listen. I want you to do me that favor, okay? I want you to look at that video when this is over. Go to YouTube, look at the song Make You Happy, okay?
Yep.
FORCEMD'S, okay?
Gotcha.
Okay.
Yes, I'm going to be doing that.
Okay.
Do that.
All right. I gotta go, y'all. Thank y'all.
Thank you so much. You have a good night.
Peace and love.
On the show.
Hey, you too.
Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye.
Right.
And now on From the Ground Up Productions, let's get into some tea of the week with your girl, Boss Lady.
Welcome to From the Ground Up Productions, getting that tea of the week with Boss Lady. If you got it, sip it. We made it, everybody. I hope everybody had a wonderful weekend. Now back to work. Let's get it started. I like to start with the good news first. Let's start with some good news first. Bobby Shmurda is out of jail, y'all. It's out. I cannot wait to see what he is going to bring out for us to hear next. I'm so excited. But let's talk about this for a second. There was a picture there's on the internet with Bobby Shmurda when he was released from jail with 3 females and a friend of his. All the comments were so horrible, talking about how is Bobby Shmurda going to be with these 3 females. Really? Not one of you held Bobby Shmurda down. Nobody sent him a package, some money, a visit. These 3 females held him down the whole time he was locked up. They get much respect, okay? Stop being out here talking about them girls. They held that boy down. And he should not come out here and act like he didn't know them just because they're not models and just gorgeous. No, they was real women and they held him down. And they get big ups from Boss Lady on that one. Next, in Mount Hope, right in the 845 area, in Mount Hope Road in Middletown, New York, we had an 84-year-old resident named James who called 911 and said that his house was being burglarized. When the police arrived, him and his wife, 70-year-old wife, were pronounced dead at the scene. Come to find out, due to investigation, Mr. James killed his wife and then himself. It was a murder-suicide. Because he said, from what investigators found out, they were in a lot of pain. They were old and they were in a lot of pain. They couldn't take it anymore, so they took their lives. So our family, condolences, and our heart goes out to the family of them, because that was really hard. And that happened right down the street from me, literally. Next, let's talk about Goshen. We have a facility in Goshen that houses 29 young men. It's a detention center. Governor Cuomo is proposing to shut down that facility, which will send the boys everywhere, who knows where. All that staff will be let go and have no jobs. They're saying it's going to save some money, but really, who cares about the money? Really, sometimes it's not all about the money. Okay, people have jobs here. We're trying to hold on to now during this corona thing. So you're going to take their jobs away and throw these boys who are used to living there and used to their rules and things, you want to throw them to the wind. That's not a good idea. Money is not everything. We need to keep that facility open and continue helping those young men that are there that need our help. It takes a village, people. It's not all about the money. Next, let me tell you something. How many of y'all, let's talk about it. Y'all done went in your boyfriend's phone, your husband's phone. You going across it thinking he's asleep. You're going to find something. You scroll and you seeing some sex videos. You're seeing him with some young girl doing stuff and naked pictures. What do you do, girls?
I said, hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
Yeah, we losing it. Let me tell you what this wife did. She stabbed her husband all up when she found them pictures in his phone when he was sleeping. After that, and the police came, the husband said, "Why did you do this?" She said, "Because you was cheating on me. I have the pictures right here in your phone." Guess what, y'all? It was her. It was her from about 10 years ago when she was skinnier and younger. She did not recognize it. She didn't even recognize that was her. So she stabbed her husband up, is now in jail for attempted murder over pictures that was her. Instead of flipping out next time, women, just take a second, scroll, open that up with your fingers. You do that thing right there, open the picture, open that up, make sure that's not you. Okay? Too much. So let's talk about Twitter for a second. Joe Buttons, he was verified. On Twitter, you get a blue check next to your name. That means you're verified. I thought maybe that meant you was verified as that's who you really are, like you're really that person. But I think it has to do with how many fans you have. Because Gorilla Glue girl got a blue check on her name from Twitter, but Joe Buttons, they took his blue check away. So what does that mean? I'm very confused. Does it matter that you're verified on Twitter? Joe Budden's been verified for years. So I don't think that little check really means anything. But I really don't. But I want questions as to Twitter, why did you take his blue check away? And what does that really mean? Because he's been verified forever. Before Twitter was even around, Joe Budden been here. So I don't get it, but okay. It was such a pleasure being with y'all. Please enjoy the rest of your week and be safe. I'll see you next week with more Tea of the Week.
From the ground up. From the ground up. There's only one way to go from here.